Currently, cosmetic issues are no longer being addressed. Compliance and legislative requirements have been paused. The platform support has been frozen. However, the developer resource and the help desk function will continue, although it itself will reduce over time.
In January, Sage announced the retirement of Sage Line 500 and Sage 1000. And so I'm here today with Stuart Morland, our support director, to understand a bit more about the announcement and what it means to our customers. First of all, Stu, what is the announcement?
So the announcement from Sage was the end of life plan for the products. Between now and the end of 2024, Sage will gradually reduce the levels of support they provide to us and our customers, ultimately rendering the product unsupported.
Okay. But what does that really mean to the businesses that are on it?
So it means that between now and the end of 24, Sage will reduce levels of support across various elements, whether that be functional issues, developer support, compliance support, the platform the product sits on, and ultimately they'll remove the help desk that we use when we need to escalate issues to them.
And is there impact on the businesses today?
Thankfully, the impact is minimal. So over time, it will reduce. So currently, cosmetic issues are no longer being addressed. Compliance and legislative requirements have been paused. The platform support has been frozen. However, the developer resource and the help desk function will continue, although it itself will reduce over time.
So 2024 feels like a big milestone. Is that the end for the product?
Yes. And no also. So yes, from a Sage point of view, the end of 2024 is the milestone date at which point they'll cease supporting the products. They are going to issue a 5-year licence, which will take customers through to 2029, and Datel will continue to support all our customers, albeit on a reasonable endeavours basis, through that period.
Okay, so what level of support is Datel planning to provide during this period?
The support will be as it is today, a business as usual scenario. So the general support that we provide to customers will be there. Our support services, monitor, manage and assist, will also continue. And in fact, we may see that there's value in there for customers as they migrate. The third-party support for products will be influenced by those third parties themselves. However, the help desk function will continue.
Okay, great. Sounds good that it's business as usual for our customers. Let's just talk about our people for a second. We've got quite a few people who are experts in Sage 1000, both in your support team and the consultancy teams. What's the plan for them? Because they're much loved by our customers.
Yeah, much loved by the customers and the company. The plan is that will continue, that they'll continue to provide support as they do today. The same familiar voices, the knowledge, the approachability. And as we progress and we see customers migrating to other solutions, we'll also be looking at whether there's opportunity to cross-train and migrate those staff into other teams, so that we retain that knowledge, and experience, as we've got today.
So not much change that the customers will see for now?
No, the same voices, the same reassuring comfort and level of service.
Great. As we get to 2029, can customers just stay on the products till then?
Yes. With the licence that will allow them to continue to use the software, the support will continue on this reasonable endeavours basis. However, what is likely to happen is that the customers will potentially face issues both internally and externally, which may present themselves and force a discussion that the businesses aren't quite ready. So rather than wait until such a time, then it would be better to start conversations now.
So rather than waiting for issues to arise, thinking about what the next steps are for the businesses?
Yeah, absolutely. If you drive the discussion now, then it's driven by the business. And if you drive the discussion as a reactive nature, you're kind of putting yourself already on the back foot.
Okay. So if they're thinking about looking at their options, what's the best approach to start with?
So start the discussions, as soon as you can. Start them by thinking about the strategic goals and objectives of the business, the things you need and require, and build that into your requirements, and then start there.
And then where can Datel help with that?
In exactly the same way as we have done it historically, our partnership, our engagement, and our knowledge of the customers will what drive our discussions, whether to help, advise and guide, and also reflect on whether or not the solutions that we have in Sage 200, Sage Intacct or Sage X3 could be relevant to those customers.
All right, so if a business wanted to start looking at this, what's the best way of doing that?
So the account manager is the key to this. You know, they can draw on the resources, they can draw on the knowledge that we have within the business, and that will be a great first step to help support things move from here.
Great, thanks Stu.